Well, hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We're over here in the port of San Francisco. And we have shit to get done, don't we? Just another drive, just another day. In the day of the life of a guy who plays American Truck Simulator for no reason. Anyway, we'll see if there's any specific things from here. Wow, that's just one long fucking drive. But you know what? We're gonna take our good old blue and gold fam all the way up to jackpot, and we're gonna be happy with the results. I guarantee it. You're gonna like the way you look. Let's back it up. Back it up. Slap it out. I don't know. Oh man, I've missed the blue and gold. We see it every delivery on some other truck drivers, but you know, sometimes you gotta be the one to do the duty of carrying the blue and gold double shipping container. I don't know why it's so popular, but it shows up like every fucking drive, and I don't get it. But such is life. Anyway. Oh boy, what a day. Oh, what a day, as the classic line in Tommy Wiseau's The Neighbors goes. I'm kidding, I didn't have a most eventful day, but you know, we're just here to do another little American Truck Simulator delivery. Happy weekend, as it is for me, you, and everybody we know. At least in this current time frame. If you happen to be watching this 8 years in the future, I don't know. I don't even know why you would. What is this, the most outdated thing on YouTube? That's a lie. Oh my god! In like 8 years, YouTube will be out for like 18 years. or almost 20. When did YouTube come out? 2004, 2006? I don't know, somewhere in that time frame, but that's a long fucking time, man. YouTube, man, YouTube. What a crazy little thing we call the internet. Hello, fellow blue and gold driver. Good to see everybody repping the homie, the thug life. I didn't go offline on Steam, I realize. That's not a mistake I often make. I guess I just kind of ended up forgetting about it. I apologize if that makes any difference to you whatsoever. Now you can see all my friends who are still playing games at midnight. So you know, you can all scold them for not listening to their mother. Or whatever. As clearly the rebel I am, I don't often wear a jacket when it might be a little chilly. You know, just some real first world anarchy right here. In the flesh and blood, man. You might as well call me V for Vendetta. That's just like, I'm out there outside without a coat, and you know, when I volunteer at the zoo here, I often, you know, don't wear a coat there either, because I'm like, man, it's not that bad. It's kind of nice out. If you're kind of warm and you go outside and it's like 50 and it's like, oh my god, it's springtime, isn't that amazing? Or it could be fall for that matter. You know, and like, well, it's still pretty nice. But you know, at the zoo, your usual target demographic is parents with children, and so I get so many comments from parents who mostly mothers who are like, why, you should really just put on a coat or a sweater. I'm like, it's fine out here, man. Calm down. I'm my own man. Thank you very much. I have been legally an adult for a few years now. Here, we can all just calm the fuck down. I can handle my own body temperature. Thank you very much. I'm not gonna get frostbite in 50-degree weather either. Everybody needs to calm the fuck down. I'm my own man. God, mom, jeez. I can dress how I want to dress. I can, God. Wow. Shit. Not that ever, it's just, it's kind of silly. It's even happened to some other volunteers there too, because the like, mean age of people who volunteer at the zoo is like, well, if you count up all the days, it's probably somewhere like 50 plus, but you don't get a whole lot of young people. And if they do, they usually do it on the weekend. But then the high horses, they're freaking me out. They're just bobbing their heads all up and down and shit, man. It's weird. Anyway, during the weekdays, you know, you don't get a lot of people who are working age because they're working usually, and so weekday volunteers are all retired So it certainly skews the mean age here pretty heavily. I guess you could say I'm an outlier. Ooh, look at that, 3 standard deviations away from the mean. Oh yeah. Aren't you just fucking special? Anyway. Let's just head up to Jackpot. This is quite the distance we gotta drive here. For all that little bit of maybe some money, 17.5 grand. It's okay, I suppose, and we are going like 600 miles or some shit. So you know what? It won't be too bad. I realize that we have okay gas and we have okay on sleepiness, but hopefully what we need to avoid is that one goddamn rest stop right up there by, what is it? It's been a while since we've been up there, so I've sort of forgotten the area. Right next to Reno. I know you by heart, you fucking piece of garbage. You stupid fucking rest area where you won't let me sleep. God damn it. I hate that fucking rest area, man. I want to just burn it. God. You know, it's just such a pain in the ass, that rest stop. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch like any other episode of American Truck Simulator when I've been up in that area, and I just want to burn it to the fucking ground, man. Like, God, Jesus. You ever get that feeling that you just want to burn everything you know in sight? Woo, fire. I'm kidding. I'm not an arson. I'm not a bad man, I swear. Daddy, jeez. But I hate that rest stop. That's the moral of the story. In terms of doing illegal things, I would like to now go into a completely ridiculous tangent of my dreams in the past couple of days, because they have certainly gone off the fucking rails. And while I don't know if anybody enjoys hearing this shit, it's just so fucking bizarre that I feel like I have to tell somebody. And it's not like anybody in the real world has wants me to tell them, so here you are. Sorry to to put the burden on you, but they're just such ridiculous stories, and I'm like, what the hell am I on when I'm asleep? I just don't get it. All my dreams have been weird for as long as I remembered, but the past couple of days, week really at this point, have been bizarre. Anyway, the first one, which was like maybe 5 days ago or something, I don't remember, but I surprisingly remembered this dream just because all the dreams in the morning where it's like an hour, or like I fell back to sleep, wake back up, I'm like, oh man, I dreamt there. Huh, that was weird. But anyway, it was a dream about going to Turkey. The country, not the animal. You know, if in case you wanted to look up Turkey, that's what you look up in the dictionary. Anyway, or Wikipedia. So, me and some friends decided to start a business venture in Turkey for some reason. However, after arriving in Turkey and having our business flourishing or whatever, our neighbor business called the police on us or something to that extent. They weren't happy with the fact that we were successful Americans in Turkey or some shit like that. I don't know. I made up my own fucking racism. So, unfortunately, these cops that came up were dirty cops, I believe, in my own way, because they tore apart our poor little business, looking around for anything that would accuse us of anything. And apparently, I had something in my eye, so he looked into my eye, and there was, like, some weird fucking drug that I made up inside my eye. Just like a weird little, like a little pebble, you know, when you wake up in the morning, you got that little, like, dust, sand shit in your eye, you gotta rub that shit out. I don't know, it was something like that. It was like, huh, alright. Well, and then they throw me in jail, of course. Because, you know, that just makes logical sense from there. But this is where the strange part comes in. If any of that before wasn't strange enough, I remember I was in a van going to prison, and there was just, like, some guard in there, and I was like, hey, guard, and he was like, what? And I'm like, I got a question for you. He's like, okay, sure, shoot it. And I'm like, okay, in Turkish prisons, is it more likely to be anally raped? Like, what? Why did I just say that in my dream? Like, can we back up a second? Did I just really ask about being anally raped in a dream in prison in Turkey? And I guess I really am just living out the fantasy of Leslie Nielsen in Airplane, who asked the young boy if he's ever been to a Turkish prison, because everybody's supposedly naked or something. So, you know, that was just, like, full bizarre. To finish up the story there, you know, in midway to the prison bus, you know, my friends came to the rescue and did like some fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger fucking rescue shit. Or you know, whoever the side actress is in the classic 80s movie Commando, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, where you know, they like bust Arnold Schwarzenegger out of a fucking prison van with a bulldozer or something. Anyway, you should watch that movie. But you know, they broke me out of this little jail, and then we murdered all the dirty cops, and we had some sort of fucking like Surf Ninja celebration where everybody was like waving fucking like yellow ass flags around and being like, "Yay! Woo!" for Turkey. And I was like, this is very confusing. And that's when I woke up and I was like, what the fuck am I on when I'm sleeping? I just don't get it. I just don't know, man. It gets fucking bizarre in there, huh? I've given up on trying to make sense out of a lot of them, but, you know, the memorable ones you just gotta remember. These are not the only dreams I have, of course. I do have sometimes more tame dreams, but those are always forgettable. I do have many other forgettable dreams. It's just, you know, we all dream when we sleep. It's just whether or not they remember them. But, you know, some fucking bizarre shit. You know, just... Am I more likely to be anally raped in a Turkish prison? I could look up the statistics for that. I could be damn well curious about whether or not that could be true. But I don't know. You mean, like, as far as I know, from my brief information from the classic show Boondocks, where I might have thought about this, is that you're most likely to be anally raped as a man in a prison. Or something like that. And so, you know, it was like, huh, yeah, that makes some fair bit of sense. Everybody just wants a piece of that booty. But what about Turkey? I don't know. I don't know where that came from. We're just throwing it all together and saying we're in Turkey. I don't know what Turkey ever did to me. Turkey seems like a nice country. I hate you, Mr. Police Officer. You are such a little scuttlebutt. And I'm gonna pass you up. So yeah, that was just a fun time. I don't know why I'm having so many dreams about police, I realize, as this apparently is a theme of me just fleeing the police for no reason. Although while in the Turkey one it made sense, this other one had absolutely nothing to do with anything. So the more recent dream that I had last night, actually, that was... I thought I heard like a door slam and I got very confused. I apologize, but anyway, ooh, slow down, oh boy, slow down, slow. Okay. Oh, we're fine here. I got really scared. I really did not want to drive under that bridge into oncoming traffic, but we did just crash into that car anyway. Excuse me. I really hope we didn't take damage on the trailer. Good avoidance. That's just the worst when you take damage on the trailer. You feel me? That white girl got humpbacked. That humpbacked white girl. That was a fun line from earlier today. Oh, black people Twitter. Oh, I love you so much. Anyway, I had a dream last night, and it went also full bizarre, but in a different sort of way. Where the other one was actually had some sort of like logical, like tangential storyline that made some sense. This one was just like all over the place. So it started off in imagine like some sort of weird futuristic metropolitan area. Maybe not dystopian, but I was just driving along in my fancy schmancy like flying car or some shit. A hovering car, I suppose. You know, it wasn't flying, it was just near the ground. And I don't know, I got like fucking clipped by some sort of like public transit train or something and flew into the fucking air. Came crashing down, totally fine, in the middle of the city. And some police supposedly, you know, like came in and was like helping me up or some shit. This is the part that I've lost some memory to. But of course then, I fled the police for no reason, escaped into a neighboring suburb, and then was unfortunately caught when I accidentally got cut off with some Mafian, or Italian mafia bust. And I was like, huh, this is weird. So then, of course, I get arrested for fleeing the police for some reason. And then as part of my parole, I have to go be an understudy, or like learn from this weird old wizard lady it was all very confusing, but it doesn't stop there. I of course learned from this wizard lady all sorts of weird magic shit, and and it was like she's some sort of like psychic lady, and we're just like hanging outside a movie theater for some reason. I don't know. That part's also escaped me. Oh my God, Horse! Thanks for the $3 grand. That's hooking us up right there. Anyway, as part of my quest from this old lady, who has taught me a lot and learned me to respect as some sort of like fucking Free Willy like scenario where the child must learn from the wise old weird mentor and become friends with the whale. I had to then go on a quest to some random suburb that I had another dream in recently, which is like some sort of farming community a ways away from this weird city that I've suddenly decided to put in the same world. Unfortunately, in between this city, because it was only connected by a single road like American Truck Simulator, we're just throwing it all together at this point, was some sort of weird abandoned demon Disney World shit. And so, as I traveled down my lonely road, I ended up at Disney World, where a thief then stole, like, a baby from somebody else who was walking near me. So I was like, oh my God, that was spooky. Somehow I managed to not take damage there, but, So I, of course, chased the thief with, like, 6 other people into this demonic Disney World, where it turns out there was also a giant octopus chasing me. Because of the wizard lady quest or something. I don't know. There was just a giant octopus who was chasing me. I don't know, man. And then, of course, we get further and further into demonic Disney World, trying not to get murdered by these weird traps this place has set up. That's just like a giant fucking mall. And, you know, we get the thief, and we're like, oh my God, where do we go now? So then, all of a sudden, me and one other dude were like, we probably shouldn't go forward. So we turn around, trying to go back to where we were. But unfortunately, the giant octopus had turned into one of those, like, Protoss Zerg primal beings in StarCraft 2, who then started chasing me, turned into a giant blob, absorbed me. The screen, my vision went black, and all of a sudden popped up the Enter the Gungeon HUD, where I went, oh shit, I should have used my blanks, and then I woke up. And that was the story of my dream last night, and I am still very confused on what the hell I was on for that one, too. What an ending. I was like, oh my God, well, I guess the Protoss monsters caught up to me, and I was like, huh, guess I should have used my blanks. I'm like, what? I just, by playing all this American Truck Simulator and Enter the Gungeon before I go to bed every night, it's just gotten to me, apparently. Having dreams about this shit, man, I don't even get it. What a fucking weird, just mess of confusing messages that get scrambled together like a fucking omelet. I don't know. Oh, only so much to do. Apparently, I've driven like 400 miles while telling these stories, so passing the time through whatever means necessary, I suppose, but Dreams are some weird shit. I'm not trying to make any fucking, like, life messages out of these dreams. I don't know. I think they're the ravings of a fucking lunatic, much like these American Truck Simulator videos. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta be like, hold the phone. What the fuck am I doing? What am I talking about? Oh, it was awkward. It was weird. I have a weird amount of dreams that involve maps, though. I just keep dreaming of fucking maps. Oh, it's weird. It's just weird. Oh man, that thief stole a baby out of a fucking carriage. It was a very weird dream. I wish I could remember more. You know, there were parts of it that sort of got lost in translation, like the part where I got caught up with the Mafia somehow. I remember the fact that I was with the Mafia, but I don't remember any visuals from it. Just weird. Just weird. I don't know what I'm dreaming about. I hope I don't have another dream tonight, man. It's almost Mother's Day. Whoop. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. It was Cinco de Mayo yesterday. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. And I assume it'll be your birthday soon, so happy birthday. Christmas is in like another 7 months, so hi, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, I don't know, look, okay? Happy Earth Day. Although that's already passed too, man. I've run out of holidays. I don't know what holidays are next. Mother's Day, and that's about it. Ugh. I don't know I don't even know anymore. Oh, I turned off my engine for some reason. I was like, do I need to turn off my engine to weigh myself? That's probably standard procedure at an actual weigh station. But I think we can get away with not doing it here. Oh well. Too bad, so sad. And that's why they call me the Ramblin' Man. But nobody calls me that. I don't talk to people in real life. Oh man. What a disaster. I can only talk to myself. Oof. It's only 85 miles to go, and we have taken no damage. I unfortunately managed to decide to not put my other hand on the mouse because it was like in my pocket. I was like, man, that's probably a lot of effort. And in my attempt to hit F6, I managed to turn off both my engine and somehow managed to cross my eyes. So I was actually terrified for a second when I thought it said we had taken 47% damage on our trailer. And I was like, oh my god, when the hell did that happen? Oh, but no, we are safe from our demise. Praise Mr. Skeletal. Man. Holy Moses. Man, I'm just ready to call this one down. I don't know how I can top that weird fucking bullshit conversation I just had with my own self about my dreams. Oh. I used to have a dream catcher, though. This is just a random side note. Dream catchers were pretty. It's not like I believed that they would... I'm not gonna be able to turn with you here. You gotta go. I hate you so much. You're sort of in the way where I'm bound to hit you with my trailer. Please do not do so. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Home of continuous rewards. What does that mean? Like stacks on stacks of rewards? Like, just like if you show up, you get reward points or something? I don't know, man. It's a casino. I'm sure it can run itself a profitable business, and you know that's pretty important for businesses. Oh man. Just chilling. Now we just chilling, fam. Oh man, but as I mentioned earlier, black people Twitter is a good subreddit if you should be so curious as to check it out. Some funny tweets there. And some funny stories. I think like one of the top posts was like a fucking like 20-minute fucking read of a story about some lady who decided to go on a trip with a hooker stripper and then became her pimp temporarily. Somebody got shot. It was a wild ride. Absolutely crazy. You know, just a fun subreddit. There's a bunch of fun subreddits. There's also a bunch of terrible subreddits. So you know what? We get a mix of everything and we call it a day. Oh man. Only so much WTF subreddit I can look at. I remember one time back in like middle school, right before we were about to go on a field trip. You know, we had some time to chill before going. So me and a friend were just like fucking looking at WTF for like an hour and a half, and it was fucking disturbing at many points, man. Oof. Yeah, shit gets real. At least it's not like full-on Live Leak. You could probably just browse Live Leak and see more disgusting shit like that. You know, I've seen enough beheadings on Live Leak to be like, I really do not want to be here anymore. It's just awkward. I don't want to see your fucking random video of some dude spraying an AK into a wedding party. Somebody gets headshot. It's like, well, that's awkward. Oh goodness, that was a real video, of course. Just casual shit, man. I'm not a huge fan of being grossed out. I just want to not. I don't get a good feeling from that. Just like, oh man. Oh, just calm down. I don't need to see that shit. It's a bunch of shit. You're a bunch of trash. Whoa, shit. Get wrecked, nerd. I'm kidding. You're a lovely person, and I thank you so much for watching this episode of American Truck Simulator. Do you see that sick transition I just did? Boom, shakalaka. Right as we finished, too. Oh, man, it was perfectly planned. All right, let's skip this parking. What? When did we take damage? I hate you. Hey, when did that happen? Holy fuck, we ended up taking a fair bit of damage at the end somehow. That's too damn bad. I thought we had an excellent rating, too. Man, they got us. Gotcha, bitch. Oh, whatever. Well, thank you for watching this episode of American Truck Simulator, and I will see you next time.